Hi, so I haven't been making YouTube videos in quite some time now because I am lazy and because it feels kind of pointless. But there's this one topic that has been haunting me for a couple weeks or months now, and I want to briefly talk about it. Okay, so uh, I'm not even that much into astrology anymore, but I can't help but feel that um, the true millennials are the ones that were born around mid 80s to mid 90s who have their Pluto in Scorpio. To me, the older millennials that are around 35 and older now, the people who claim to be millennials but still have their Pluto in Libra, for example, to me they don't feel like real millennials. Like they have a very different flavor to them, and they they are just just like the younger generation who came after us that has Pluto in Sagittarius, who also have a vastly different approach to life. I feel like we need to talk about the idea that generations should be tied to their collective transits, or rather the way we label and perceive the generations in sociology and so on, maybe should keep you know the astrological background in mind. And yeah, trying to describe the exact yeah differences between the generation Pluto and Scorpio and the ones that came before and after us is very tricky because, like, for example, there are also cuspers, who were born directly on the edge, or the yeah, on the cusp between the two signs, for example. And it's been a rather slow transition for those slow moving planets, right? um, but when I think of the older millennials, for example, with Pluto and Libra, they seem to me much more focused on community, on partnerships in any sense of the word, than our generation, Pluto and Scorpio. And when I think of the younger generation with Pluto and Sagittarius, I think of them as more playful, more adventurous, and more political in some way, while we, as the generation Pluto and Scorpio, are just, have always had the more serious, more intense, more psychological view on life. And we're always much more about in the transformative experiences experienced by the individual and the individual's psyche. Also, I might add that I think our generation, Pluto and Scorpio, has always been strangely aware of the darker aspects of life. And one might say that life is not all, sunshine and rainbows, which I find slightly ironic, since that the Pluto and Sagittarius Gen Z people have their rainbow flags and their rainbow clothes, but of course have, given it kind of a different meaning, like with all the LGBTQI plus stuff. While in, as I remember it from my childhood, rainbows were just, like, was, if there were a symbol for anything, it was just, lightheartedness and playfulness. Okay, so um, yeah, I think, and without reverting to any, stereotypes, I can't I can't describe it much further. And yeah, I just wanted to ask you if if you have ever thought about the context or the correlation between the Pluto movements and the generations. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.